the real Workless experience, bitches. Starting in 3, 2, 1, boom.
You get excited about.
The way that I like to see it is like playing RuneScape properly. Like, it's the way that I feel like the game was made to be played. Like, making stuff on your own. Like, they have all these skills for a reason. You should like use them. And don't just grind like black d'hide bodies to get 99 crafting. Like, do other stuff with it. But it just doesn't really fit into, you know, it just doesn't make sense sometimes.
Yeah, I like your use of the word properly. That's that's a really interesting way to describe it. You know, why do you say properly?
Because, well, the real reason I say properly is because it's a YouTube series. So.
Oh, by Kemp Q, I think, right?
Kemp Q and Bodhi made it originally.
Oh, okay.
In 2011. Yep. So that's the reason I use that terminology, but it's just, to me, it seems like that's the way the game is made to be played. Yeah, there's some trading involved, but like making stuff on your own, it just seems like how it should be played. Which is kind of like my idea is the best kind of thing, but no, you can play the game anyway, and I really don't care.
Yeah, no, I like that. There is something to be said about playing the game the way it was meant to be played, you know, and it's actually really funny because there's something inherently human, I think, with the way that people interact with RuneScape. You know, in the sense of like, you know, we're all like 20 to 30-year-olds now playing this game that's, you know, almost as old as we are, right?
Yeah. Yeah, really.
And the way it was supposed to be played, the way that the demographic that RuneScape appealed to when it, you know, came out was to young kids, right? Like if you wanted to play a adult MMO, you would play something like World of Warcraft or something you had to pay for, something more complex, right? But RuneScape was a simple game for simpler people like kids, you know? And
no, absolutely.
The way it was meant to be played was, you know, as you know, there's something to be said for that. It's like, you know, walking around, being inefficient and exploring. But now it's like, you know, as we're growing up, everything has to be based on, you know, most efficient ways to do things, to get the max experience rate, all these things that you know, it's actually almost not natural, you know, as if we learned it in school or, you know, as we got older from
like it's almost like putting our head from like our jobs and work, like we need to be productive or something, or our time is so valuable we need to be working hard on RuneScape, otherwise we'll be wasting it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's in some ways it kind of sours the experience of how the game is, like you said, supposed to be played, how to play it properly, right?
Yes, it really does. It sours it.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I never thought about that before.
Yeah.
So with you though, like, would you say that, you know, you started off, like, was there some point at which you came to this realization of, you know, it's time for me to let go of whatever preconception I have of, like, you know, maximum experience efficiency and decided to play RuneScape properly? And if so, like, do you feel like more excited now doing that? Like are you more happy playing a game like that on your Ironman or something?
I'm 100% more happy because every single thing on my main account, every goal that I would accomplish, I'm accomplishing on my Ironman at a slower rate, but it just feels so much better. I mean, in like not even a month, I have an account that I'm like, I would say I'm proud of, as sad as that sounds, and it's nice to see. I'm progressing at a really good rate, and it makes me happy. it's the basis of RuneScape. Numbers go up, dopamine gets injected.
Yeah. Well, do you think that's mainly what it is? It's just like the leveling up process of it. Because if that were true, right? Wouldn't it be the case that, playing RuneScape efficiently would be the best way to play it then? Right? That would be the way that would make you most happy, because those numbers would go up
It's
faster and more efficiently.
um there's a lot to it. It's also, it's not just, your levels going up. It's also the adventure of going through the quests in order to, like get better gear, and like putting in work to like get better gear, which also, so yeah, like doing an efficiency would make you happy in theory, but at the same time, I feel like putting yourself through that makes it worse, because then you're not enjoying the journey.
Ah, okay. So there's a journey aspect to it.
Yeah, okay. I kind of
Okay.
went through it in my head there too.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool. Okay. So really, it's like the journey of, or the process of doing
Yeah,
things,
it's
right?
because I'm really enjoying exactly where I am in my account right at this point. This like mid-level, it's low mid-level like ironman. It's exactly where I want to be right now. And I feel like it's the journey that is making me feel like that.
Yeah. No, that is really cool.
And that's what makes RuneScape the number one game I want to play right now. It's just the feeling that like I'm in this journey, I guess. And it's a weird way to put it, but I guess that's kind of how it is.